Hi, we are on the last day of this Postcards at Dusk challenge, and I'm so happy to see all of you creating such beautiful postcards. I can't believe what will the reaction of your loved ones be if you send them off as a postcard to your loved ones. For day 5, I've mentioned the colors that you would be needing here, and we are going to begin in with our last painting for this challenge. I'm beginning to pick up the colors on my palette first. That's how I like to keep it ready because with gouache, if things dry up, it may get difficult to blend in. So just going ahead, getting in the colors ready in the right consistency and adding them onto the paper. We are going to go ahead with a beautiful pastel sky, and I saved the quietest painting for the last because sometimes it's in the hush of dusk that we hear the truth. I have both my colors for the sky ready. Yes, we are going ahead with purple and orange. I know you may be wondering what if I get in muddy tones, but no, I use simple tricks and tips while blending these in so that I do not have any muddy tones. And I'm sharing all of those into my course Exploring Gouache 101, where you are going to go ahead with almost 10 to 15 blending exercises just to understand so many different blending combination and different ways of blending. Going ahead, creating in some darker highlights, making sure the blends are smooth, transitional, as well as pretty without any uneven blends or strokes in between. How about you take a minute, go to the link in the description and visit the Exploring Gouache 101 page and see what's all included. You will get a complete overview of what's inside the course with so much of learnings from the basics. And just like that, I'm ready with the base of my sky. Now going ahead with some highlights of the yellow color, and then we'll move on to adding in the clouds into this. Can you just believe we blended in purple and orange without any muddy tones? That's the beauty of gouache, and that's the beauty of right blending techniques. So just with the help of yellow, you can see how I gave in the soft clouds. Now going ahead with the misty mountains for the pastel moonrise that we are going to be painting in. Mixing in tones of pink, lilac, white to create in that beautiful glowy effect. You know, you were never too late, you were never too messy, and you were never not creative. The sky, the moon, these trees that we'll be adding, they didn't need fixing. Neither do you. Now just like the fading greens, with every layer I'm going to darken up this color, creating in one more tonal variation so that all of these mountain ranges are visible distinctively. Make sure that your previous layers dry before you move on to the next ones so that you do not mess up with the previous layers. Now by the time these layers dry out, I'll go ahead with yellow and add in a few more cloud highlights into my sky with the help of the pastel yellow color. Every streak in your art is a part of your becoming. Every piece you make is a soft echo of your own story. I still feel nervous before I paint. I still mess up. But now I know those mistakes are just memory marks, growth in disguise. Today, these confident strokes that I'm putting here into the sky is an outcome of the years of practice that I've put into this medium. I've learned it the hard way, and I don't want you to go through the hard way. I want you to get the techniques right, I want you to get your basics right, and then paint confidently. Just because I had to put in 3 years of learning to reach here does not mean everyone has to do that. You could do this in a easy way at your own pace through my guided course Exploring Gouache 101, which is my signature gouache course, and the kind of teaching I do in there is something that I've never offered anywhere else. Now with the help of the black color, going ahead adding in these pine trees which will add the delicate look to our beautiful pastel moonrise. Oh, by the way, since we are painting in trees, do you know inside my course, I teach you to add these pine trees in 10 different ways, different structures, different ways, different brushes, different techniques. But you get to select which one suits your style and which one suits your convenience. Not at all necessary to follow what suits me. You get to pick up your way of adding in trees. Going in slowly, building in the depth, building in the foliage, carrying this tree to life. You see the delicate details. You are allowed to grow slowly just like this tree. You can see how slowly I'm building up this tree. You are allowed to love your art exactly as it is. Those messy strokes, those wrong lines, those streaky clouds, they are perfect. Frame it, gift it, keep it. They are a part of your journey. And when you look back to them, you'll see how far you've come. Moving towards the bottom side, going in with some quick details to fill in this space so that we go ahead with the rest of the details. You see with gouache how easy it is to make a use of some detailed strokes and then some quicker strokes so that you do not have to be worried, oh, so much detail. Just like this tree is becoming something, let me remind you of who you are becoming. And if you are ready to turn that whisper of maybe I could into I did, then come paint with me beyond this challenge. I built my course for hearts like yours, gentle, brave, and ready to bloom. Your journey inside Exploring Gouache 101 will be an experience that you may have been longing for, an experience that will change how you see yourself as an artist. And believe me, inside Exploring Gouache 101, you won't feel left out. You'll feel having me right beside you, painting each little element, learning each little element as if I'm holding your hand and guiding you through it. Now, through the entire space here, I've gone ahead, added in pine trees, varying the heights of them so that they have that nature look. And after this, the beauty of this painting, that's the moonrise that we'll be adding in. I love adding in pine trees and I love adding in glowing moons. They are my favorite part of a landscape painting using gouache. They just add so much beauty and depth in seconds to the painting. Now creating in a grayish purple color, I'm going to add in some highlights onto this pastel moonrise as well, so as to reflect the color of the sky falling onto these beautiful trees that we've added here. You see, just deciding the light source, adding in little highlights adds so much more of the depth and dimension to your painting. And now it's time to add the moon into a sky. Using in white, I'm going to do so. First creating in a beautiful glow for my moon before adding in the final moon here. And now I'm going to go ahead with a crescent moon and add in that glowing moon out here. And I can't believe just like that we are ready with our final painting of this challenge. Let's peel off the masking tape. If this 5-day challenge has made you learn something about gouache with me, just imagine what your journey inside Exploring Gouache 101 will be like, wherein I guide you through every brush stroke as if I'm holding your hand. I'll guide you with every tiny detail, every wrong, every right way of doing in landscapes with gouache. So check out the link in the description and I can't wait to see you guys inside Exploring Gouache 101, where we take your gouache journey to another level with an experience in landscapes.